Welcome to Lomela, everybody. The beautiful thing about this trip has been these motorcycles. So let me tell you a little bit about these amazing machines that Paul has procured for us through the amazing funding that all of you guys have done. If you haven't already, subscribed to the channel, and of course make sure you click on the link to donate to sankuru.org, Dr. Paul Law's organization. These motorcycles were purchased through those funds, and we are basically using them while we're here, but we're donating them to the organization once we leave. These are Bajaj 100s, Bajaj Boxer 100s, 100cc two-stroke motorcycles made in India. It's what everybody has out here, or at least the majority, and so all the local roadside mechanic hut things can repair them. So that's what everybody rides. And let me tell you, the technology in these new machines that are being used here in Africa are absolutely amazing. Let me tell you, this bike has 9 inches of suspension travel. It has multiple ride modes, off-road, you've got all kinds of, highway mode, urban mode. It does come with ABS brakes, which is really interesting because they are drum brakes, but it's a new technology that has been basically invented through the use of AI. So drum brakes with anti-skid features and anti-lock features and all kinds of really good safety features like that. They do come with heated grips. They also come with cruise control, electronic cruise control, mostly because the throttle is a throttle-by-wire setup. Automatic head beams, turns on, turns off automatically. The two-stroke engines are oil-cooled, which is great, super powerful. This particular one has about 90 horsepower, and I forget what the torque is, but it is unbelievable. What else can I tell you about this bike? It's very lightweight, a couple 100 pounds. Top end is like 140 miles an hour. Let me look at the tach here, 10,000 RPM. So just an amazing machine that I'm just been really, oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I got confused. I was talking about my Aprilia Touareg 660. Sorry, I apologize. No, really. These are Bajaj 100s. They are just very, very basic. Like I said, drum brakes, 4 gears. The crazy thing about the gear shifting is it's all backwards. Bikes in the EU or in America, of course, you shift down once to go into first, and then up is neutral, and then it's second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, right? These bikes shift exactly opposite of that. Top is neutral, so you click all the way up for neutral, and then it's first, second, third, and fourth. So Jason and I have been completely baffled by that.
I didn't upshift to 1, I upshifted to neutral.
The muscle memory is not there yet, so on these treacherous roads that we've been riding on, we've made a few pretty serious errors, but nobody's fallen. The roads are just ridiculously hard, like harder than most of the Trans-America Trail or any of the BDRs that we've done. It's really, you'll see in the videos, I mean, it's unbelievable. I did want to give a huge shout out to Premier Physical Therapy, to Jill and her team there. They provided us with the HJC I-30 helmets that we've been wearing, and they have been absolutely perfect. You should see the helmets that the locals are wearing. The pads have completely worn out. So there's no foam on the inside, and I'm sure they're probably 10 or 15 years old, which probably isn't safe. But they come with the visor, which is great, but it's open face, so we still get some airflow on the hot, humid days that we're riding on. And they also have the built-in sun visor, which in the hot African afternoons is absolutely perfect. So we are stoked for these helmets that Jill and her team donated. We really, really appreciate that. For luggage, I'm using Nelson Rig. You guys know is a longtime sponsor of the channel. Thank you to Nelson Rig. Great little 40-liter tote backpack, bag that I have all of my tent and toiletries and clothes and everything in, except for my local flip-flops that I bought at the Marché in Loja. And then a huge shout out to Think Tank. I'm wearing the Mind Shift backpack, which has all of my other gear in it. So my my Nikon camera, microphones, all of the little action cameras that we're using, the Insta360 action cameras that we're using. So most of that is in my backpack. It's a little heavy, you know, riding with a backpack on. I usually don't like to do that, but strapping it to the top of my clothing bag it just made it a little top heavy on the back of the seat. So I'm trying it this way and we'll see how that works out. But so far the trip has been absolutely amazing. We made it to Lomelo without any trouble. The roads were just unbelievably difficult. We're talking, these are not roads, they're actually footpaths. So bear in mind, no car could make it here from Loja. No Land Rover even, no four-wheel drive vehicle could make it here, because half the time we're literally just riding down through savanna grasslands with nothing but trees and grass on each side and a tiny little footpath that the locals use to walk up and down. So that's what we're experiencing. And then you get into the jungle, and you know the rain has washed things out, and you're going down these steep steps, hills, and you know everything's just crevices everywhere from when the torrential rains have basically washed out the road. And then you get up into the savanna grasslands and it's sand, you know, this deep, and you're just having to duck paddle the whole way. So we're exhausted, but we're excited. The people that we have met, the meetings that Paul is setting up, the children that he's been able to see and talk to, and the provincial heads that he's been able to talk to make sure that everybody's taking good records and all the kids are getting their vaccines. It's been so encouraging, and our hearts are just bursting and open, and so happy to see everything that he's doing here and everything that you guys are supporting. We really appreciate it. If you have $1, if you have $10, if you have $1,000, we'll put the link below. But let me tell you that the donations don't stop when the trip is over. Paul is doing some life-changing work here. He does not take a salary, you guys. And very few of the workers here, actually a lot of the workers here, don't take a salary. They just do it out of the goodness of their heart, and the fact that the children here need some help, and they can't afford it. So if you get a minute, have a second, just click the link, make a donation. It really is changing the world for these children.